Hurricane is in the building.
Mr.
Let's
Major,
talk about it.
ain't got nothing on you.
Let's talk about it.
Hi, my name is Stephen Washington,
And I'm Rebecca Bartelme.
and today on Let's Talk About It, we have something very special planned for you.
Today we're going to cover the many exciting events that took place this past week, including the football team's upset over the 12th-ranked North Central College Cardinals.
Another event that took place was the Tom Hoffman Invitational at UW-Whitewater, where the Pioneer Women cross-country team took first place.
The men's soccer team earned another huge victory this past Saturday against North Central College, 1-0. From freshman to freshman, Logan Rinderneck passed it to Nick Hokeless for the lone goal of the game with a headshot.
Prior to the soccer game, the men's football team was able to defeat North Central, which they haven't done in 3 years, with a 35-28 victory. And Jeremy, our very own, Jeremy Williamson, was able to talk to head coach Mike Emendorfer and linebacker Andrew Belken.
All right, I'm here with head coach Mike Emendorfer. Simple question, how do you feel right now beating North Central?
Well, it was awesome team victory. It was just a great game, beating North Central or beating anyone in the way we did it, being down 28-7, I think, with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and needed a team victory. We needed a special teams play, and Dylan Villauer came with that. Defensively, came up with some big-time stops, and then offensively, we found our rhythm when we needed to in the fourth quarter. We just kept on shooting ourselves in the foot. So it was a great team victory against a highly ranked team, and I'm just very happy for our players and our assistant coaches.
How much confidence right now do you guys have going into this next week after a big win like this?
Well, we have confidence. I think no matter what the outcome was, we're going to be excited about playing Whitewater in 2 weeks. I think we're very fortunate to have a bye week. We're a little beat up in some positions. We got a couple starters out. We hope to get them back. But a lot of our guys, did an awesome job. Quinn Bushbacher came back after missing the first 2 weeks, and obviously you could see the difference he made for us. And Tom Kelly, did some awesome things. And then our defense, Belken, and all those guys, Marty, and Andrew Robinson has to be one of the best defensive linemen in the nation, if not the best. He's just a force, and he really kept us in the game with some of his plays.
All right, you got that one off your checklist, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. How are you feeling right now, Belken?
Excited. We played a really great game overall. We hung in there, and they were a really quality opponent. I thought we did a very good job against them.
After the offense scored in the first overtime, well, the only overtime, what was the defense saying? What were you guys thinking? It was all up to you guys.
Just do our job. We knew that we can hold them. We knew if we did our gaps and we read our assignments right, that we'd be all right.
And they had, 21 points in the first half, 28 unanswered points. What did Coach say at halftime?
He raised us to our standard. He preached on doing our jobs and getting our right fits, and I think we did a pretty good job in the second half coming out and doing that.
All right, congratulations.
Hey, thanks, Jeremy.
Tonight, the men's and women's soccer teams will travel to Luther College. The women are set to begin at 5 and the men at 7:30.
And also at 7 o'clock, the women's Pioneer volleyball team opened up conference against Stevens Point, and Marquise Edmonds was able to get an interview with a couple key players.
Welcome to Bo Ryan Court. I'm Marquise Edmonds, and I'm here with two of UWP's volleyball players, senior Lauren Grady and junior Rachel Ambrock. How y'all doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, starting with you, Lauren, where are you from and where do you study?
I'm from Evergreen Park, Illinois, which is the south side of Chicago area. I'm a building construction management major, and that's it.
And you, Rachel?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I just transferred from Tennessee State, and I am biology.
Lauren, What is your role as a senior for the Pioneers?
Definitely leading the team. We still have a fairly young team. We had a big freshman class last year, and now they're sophomores, so they're still underclassmen, and they've stepped up a lot since last year, but definitely being a leader and guiding the way, I would say.
And being almost halfway through the season, are you happy with where the team is as far as record, skill, and progression?
I don't think our record really reflects on how much we've improved since we came in for preseason. Every day of practice, someone on the team is trying something new and succeeding with it, and it's just such a big accomplishment for certain people who've been working so hard on something and then seeing it come together.
Rachel, so as you said earlier, you came or transferred from Tennessee State. Why Platteville?
It was a lot closer to home. Tennessee State was about 8.5 hours, so this is only a 2-hour drive for me. Family means everything to me, and actually my younger brother goes here. Came and visited him once and liked the atmosphere, the campus, everything, so decided to come here.
So what's the transition from playing, at a D1 to a D3?
I feel like at a D3, people are actually more, like they love the game more, they're more willing to work harder at it.
Lauren, tell me a little bit about Deb Showman and her being a head coach and her 1,000 career game as a Pioneer.
Yeah, she's great. I mean, she's always wanting the best for you. Like, she wants you to work as hard as you can, and when she doesn't see that you're working as hard, she gets upset, which I think is a good quality because she knows that you can work a lot harder than you are.
And then the difference between having Sam Rogers the first couple of years you're here, and then now you have a new assistant coach.
Yeah.
What's the difference between her and him?
I mean, to me, it's like night and day. Not in a bad way, but they're complete opposites.
Yeah.
So that was kind of something we all had to get used to. Coach Rogers was our little cheerleader, and she was good at motivating, and she was always upbeat and positive and loud at practice. And Coach Stedman he's a great coach. I'm really happy with him so far this year. He's
team.
very realistic, I think, and I think he's really working out with this team.
Coming back to you, Rachel. Once again, transition D1, D3. What have you heard about the WEAC?
Heard that it's a very competitive conference, and even though we're ranked 7th out of 8 right now, that doesn't necessarily mean anything for us, especially we're coming in it with a positive attitude, how we've improved, and I've heard the WEAC is just a back and forth battle because everyone wants to win, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. And then Lauren, coming back as a senior, are there any returning players you've seen that have improved drastically since last year?
Yeah, well, definitely all the sophomores, every single one of them. I mean, improvement in their ability, yes, but with their attitude and their confidence, that has changed a lot since last year, which is a huge help. And then one player that really sticks out to me is Kelly Lynch. She was a tryout last year during preseason, and she made it. She got in here and there, but only in the back row, and now she's our starting outside hitter, and she is incredible. She's super fun to watch. She puts the ball away. She gets excited.
Okay, and tonight you open up conference with Stevens Point. What are your expectations going into the game, and is tonight a statement game as far as conference play?
Oh yeah, definitely a statement game, I would say, because we're 7 out of 8, and I believe they're 1 right now.
Yeah.
And all week at practice, we've just been saying it's just another team. We're not saying they're Stevens Point. We just another team. We got to focus on our side, and I'm planning on winning tonight.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming in today.
You.
I appreciate it. I am Marquise Edmonds. This is Let's Talk About It in Bo Ryan Court. See you next time.
This Saturday, volleyball will host a pair of games against North Central and Concordia College of Chicago. The women's soccer team will host UW and on Saturday, as well as on Sunday, the men's soccer team will travel to Augustana. That's all we have for this week. Thanks for joining us on Let's Talk About It. I'm Rebecca Bartelme.
And I'm Stephen Washington. And see you next time on Let's Talk About It.